Hi, and welcome to the Red Pitch podcast, where I'll be discussing everything Arsenal FC, the Premier League, and the latest news in the world of football. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep it locked. Welcome to my new show. My name is Cav, and I'm here bringing you a lot of latest news containing to the Arsenal. And listen, we're going to start off today with some information. Now, Stan Kroenke, as we know, him and his son Josh, owners of Arsenal Football Club, they have set Edu a crucial task in his transfer window, which I, for one, fully am behind him on this and believe in this. Now, the main thing is, basically the task they've given Edu is to command higher transfer fees, because when you look at certain signings that we've let go, I think our most expensive one in the last few years is that of Joe Willock, right? But then when you look at signings like Guendouzi, sold him for 9 million, who's worth a lot more than 9 million. Lucas Torreira, bought for 22 million, sold only for 6 million. Bernd Leno, only sold for 2 million. Mavropanos, 2 million. Pablo Mari, 4 million. Now, these are the free ones, right? Ainsley Maitland-Niles, gone for free. Remember a few years back when Wolves put in a 30 million bid for him and we rejected that? Maitland-Niles gone for free. Aubameyang, another one, contract terminated, gone for free, right? Went to Barcelona, lit it up for 6 months in Barca, then he was sold to Chelsea for 12 million. Willian, another one, contract ripped up, gone for free. Mazurzu, the same thing. Mkhitaryan, Callum Chambers. Listen, we could go on, but what they are reporting now is that Stan and Josh, right, they're keen to make the club, to continue to make this club self-sufficient, okay? And as a result, they have informed Edu and Richard Garlick that they need to start commanding higher transfer fees for players being sold this summer. For example, Folarin Balogun had a brilliant season, scored 21 goals. I mean, me personally, I want to keep Balogun because I believe Balogun has got the ability to do something in the Premier League next season. I would keep Balogun, but there's heavy rumours of him being sold. Now, the transfers that have been touted around is 20 million, 25 million. It's impossible, right? He's got a lot of years left on his contract with us. He's gone over to France, scored 21 times. He's proven that he can be a serial striker. He's pledged his allegiance now to the USA national team, right? He's a full international now. He's been picked for their first international. Now, someone like Balogun, you've got to command at least a minimum £40 million fee. It can't be any less than that, right? Then you've got someone like Austin Trusty, who hasn't played for Arsenal yet. We bought him and we sent him along to Birmingham. Had a great season. Player of the season at Birmingham. I watched him play a few times and he was impressive. He really impressed me, right? I'm hearing loans to Rangers or fees of like 5 million to championship clubs. No. We cannot be doing this, right? The old Arsenal, I believe we probably would have sold him for 5 million and done. But Austin Trusty, we can't get less for at least now 15 million. He's proven it. He's proven to be a top quality player, one of the best central defenders in the championship this season. And he's going to prove it again. Nicolas Pepe. I mean, Pepe's had a up and down season at Nice. We know this. He's suffered with injuries. bought by Arsenal for 72 million, and we know we're not going to recoup that 72 million. We know that. But with someone like Pepe, right, he's still young and he's still got ability. Pepe can still perform. Maybe not in the Premier League. Maybe not quite in the Premier League as the standards he would want to reach, the heights he would want to reach. Maybe in another league. But with someone like Pepe, we've got to command at least a minimum of 25 to 30 million. It cannot be no less than that. We have to start getting money for our players. That's just the way we've got to go, right? So I'm glad that Stan and Josh Kroenke has given Eddie that task of doing that. And, you know, we will see. We will see. I've had questions about Eddie and Richard Garlick's transfer dealings before negotiation skills. But I believe this summer's going to be a massive summer. So let's see how it goes. Now on to some big news. Now listen, this is important. And it's up there with the transfers we may make this summer. And that is William Saliba. Now, according to David Ornstein, Arsenal have reached an agreement with William Saliba over a 4-year contract. 22-year-old had 12 months existing on his deal, but fresh terms will tie him down to at least 2027. Amid interest from Premier League clubs and abroad. Now, listen, for me, this is massive. Saliba was hands down one of the best defenders in the Premier League last season. Listen, he was exceptional. He was exceptional. Him and Gabriel's partnership was so solid, and I honestly do believe if he didn't get injured, I believe we would have gone on to win the league. Because in defence, he was the main man. He was the main man. And it's just a shame he got injured at the crucial time. There have been rumours of him running down his contract. There's been rumours of PSG coming in for him, certain Premier League clubs coming in for him, but I'm glad he's agreed this deal. He hasn't signed yet officially, pen to paper, but he's agreed in principle, and that is one deal I personally wanted to get over on our list this summer, along with Saka, Martinelli, Ramsdale, all signing and committing their short-term futures at least to Arsenal Football Club, which is brilliant. And on another note, this guy, who I'm happy to be signing a new deal, Reiss Nelson. According to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal have reached full agreement with Reiss Nelson of a long-term deal as revealed weeks ago. The players verbally agreed. It will be valid until 2027 with an option of a further season. We're still waiting for him to wrap it up to avoid last-minute bids from other clubs, but I believe Reiss wants to stay. He's an Arsenal boy. He's Arsenal through and through. And I believe he will sign that deal 100% and he will stay. I admire Reiss. Anytime Reiss came on this season, he performed. We know what happened at Bournemouth in the last kick of the game. Literally won us that game 3-2. When Saka went off against Nottingham Forest, he came on, bagged 2 goals. Listen, we know Reiss has got in his locker. He's a player that when he gets the ball at his feet, he drives at the defenders. He loves to drive. And that's one thing that I love about him. And he listens to instruction. He doesn't overdo it. And Reiss is a fabulous player. So I'm glad we're tying down Reiss Nelson. That concludes the first part of the show. Please continue to watch. Please continue to subscribe, like, comment, share your thoughts on anything. We'll be right back after this short break. Are you struggling for a logo design? Or perhaps you have a page and don't have any ideas for thumbnails? Or if that's the case, contact jn.graphics_ on all socials and he will get you right. Good prices for quality work. Yes, and welcome back. And listen, it's time. We're going to get into some transfer news. Now, the first player we're going to talk about today is that man, Declan Rice. According to Fabrizio Romano, Arsenal will enter into crucial stages of Declan Rice deal next week. Official bid expected very soon after positive talks in the recent days. Gunners feel they're ahead of Bayern as player priority is to continue in England, but timing will be crucial for Arsenal. Now listen, this deal we know Declan Rice has been Arsenal's priority signing for this transfer window, right? This is a signing that I feel has been built up so much in the last few months. We have to get this deal over the line. There's no excuse. We know the money's there. We know West Ham's asking price, right? There's always room for negotiation, structures of the deal, payment structures, etc., etc. But we cannot come this far and not sign Declan Rice. That is an important deal that has to be done this summer. Allegedly, we've been told Granit Xhaka will not be allowed to leave until this Declan Rice deal gets over the line. It's looking at around between 90 and 100 million pounds that they're touting out there. So we will see that if that's enough for West Ham to accept. I've also been told that West Ham wanted Emil Smith Rowe included as part of the deal. Me personally, I would like to see Emil stay. If he was to perhaps go, I would only want it to be a loan deal. But personally, I want Emil to stay. But Declan Rice, I think, has to be imperative signing this summer. And it's definitely one that has to happen. Now listen, another big deal that we've all been hearing about. We bidded for him in January, £70 million. Brighton said no, is that man Moises Caicedo. I truly believe if we put in a bid, Brighton have said they're officially willing to accept something around the £80-85 million mark for Moises Caicedo. Now, us buying Rice and Moises Caicedo in the same window, can it happen? Yes, but then it does leave us short for other areas unless, as I said before, we do get great money from player sales going out. That's what we have to focus on. But Rice and Caicedo together in that midfield with Odegaard, I believe that would be the best midfield in the country. The best three-man midfield in the country. I don't think there will be another better three-man midfield in the country if that happens. And that will elevate Arsenal up to another level. Another name we've been linked to is Timothy Castagne, who is a Leicester City right back. Now, as we know, Leicester City have been relegated, so getting Castagne over the line shouldn't be a hard deal. I do think it will be a decent, he'll be definitely a decent deal as a backup. He can play left back, he can play right back, and if you really want him to, he can play in the centre too. I think he's a great utility defensive player, so I believe that for a relatively good price, I think Castagne would be. He's very physical as well. I think it would be a good deal for Arsenal to get over the line. But my personal favourite, I think, number one would be Ivan Fresneda. I just think he's young, he's fast, dynamic. He's got the qualities to perform in this Arsenal team. I love Ben White at right back, but there are times where, there's games where we might need to change it. Saliba might need a rest. White might have to go back into that right centre back position. And then we have, Fresneda in there. Fresneda's quick. He's quick. He's so quick. His technical ability is second to none. He's almost like a winger. He's got so much skill, and that's the player I would want Arsenal to sign. Now, another player who's been heavily linked to Arsenal, midfielder, Manchester City midfielder, Ilkay Gundogan. Now listen, we all know what Gundogan brings. In the last quarter of the season, he turns into prime Zidane. He does it. He's got it all in his locker, right? He starts off slow, but he ends well. You know, I personally think he will either stay at Manchester City or he'll go abroad. I don't see him signing for another Premier League club. I don't see him signing for Arsenal. I know he's got the links to Arteta, the ties to Arteta, and they've got a great relationship, etc., etc. But I don't see that Ilkay Gundogan deal happening to Arsenal. I just can't see it. Would love it, but I just can't see it. Also, another Man City player on our radar is that man, João Cancelo. Now, personally, I'm not a massive fan of this inverted fullback thing. I'm not a massive fan of it. Can Cancelo do it? Yes. You know, but the only thing I worry about is his defensive capabilities. I don't believe he's a fantastic defender. He does find himself out of position a lot, and I find that players, especially you get the tricky ones, the quick ones like a Wilfred Zaha or a Matoma, they will tend to get past him very easy, and I don't think that would be a good idea for Cancelo. Plus, Man City are asking 60 million, which I think is way too much for Cancelo, so it's a no from me. But yeah, for now, that's your transfer news. Hopefully, in the next episode, we will have an update with you. Declan Rice deal over the line, and possibly a Moises Caicedo deal over the line. So that's your transfer news. Now listen, I've got to give credit where it's due and applaud them. Manchester City completed the treble by beating Inter Milan 1-0 in the Champions League final, courtesy of a Rodri strike. Now, City have been dominant for the latter part of the season. They kicked into gear. Pep has just done wonders. Pep's a magician, you know. I don't have enough great words to say about Pep Guardiola as a coach. He seems to keep reinventing this City team, keep reinventing formations, and you know, it's worked out so beautifully. You know, he's a player's dream coach. Dream coach. Jack Grealish said it again. He had trouble his first season, but you know, this season Pep has just, especially after World Cup, Pep has just given him that confidence again. That confidence just to be himself and be the old Jack Grealish and just come out, and you know, you can just see it. Pep's not happy. The team could be winning 5-0 and Pep is on the sidelines. He's always critiquing. We all see the Real Madrid game. City were comfortably winning and he's still shouting at Kevin De Bruyne because Kevin De Bruyne is not following instructions. The perfect coach. So well done, Manchester City, and complete the treble. Congratulations. Also, Liverpool, I have to say, Alexis McAllister for 35 million is a fantastic deal. I don't know how Liverpool seem to you know, get these prices. Cody Gakpo, mid-30s, you know. Diaz, the same. I don't know how they do it, but also have to applaud Liverpool for their negotiation skills, because they always seem to, you know, apart from, we all know Firmino's gone for free, Naby Keita's gone for free, Oxlade-Chamberlain as well. That's probably the only bit of bad, transfer outgoing business they've done in, a while, but they continue to reinvent. They're close to signing Kefren Turam, who I think is an exceptional midfield player, and Kone as well, another exceptional player. I think Liverpool could literally be back next season. Will they win the league? I don't think so, but I think they'll definitely be challenging along with Arsenal and along with Newcastle as well. Chelsea, I think Poch will get them playing again, but I still don't see Chelsea challenging for the title. I see them challenging for that 4th, 5th, 6th position. I think they'll improve that, but I don't see Chelsea challenging for the title at all. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show today. Hopefully I didn't go on, and hopefully, again, you like, subscribe, and you share, you comment. When the season starts, I'm also going to be giving out some lucky winners Arsenal tickets to go and see Arsenal play in specific league games. So just keep it tuned, man. Keep it locked. And yeah, Red Pitch Podcast. I'm Cav.